Hey there, hi, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett, and in this video, we're talking all about some of the best design trends that are coming out in 2025. I am so excited about them, and I know you will be too. Now, the first design trend that I am so thrilled to see in 2025 is the banquet. The banquet is back, and you heard it here first. I love a banquet for a number of reasons, and you're probably like, what does that even mean? What's a banquet? A banquet is a built-in seat for a dining table, and it could be used in a small dining area, in a kitchen. Banquets are amazing, and they don't have to just be built in. They could be freestanding pieces that are located within those spaces if you're not committed to building something in. Now, the reason I think that these are trending, well, there's a couple of reasons actually. Number one is that nostalgic feeling. Okay, we love that. A banquet is gorgeous, and if you've been to any sort of nice restaurant, there are banquets there and you may have sat in them. Number two, families. We can keep the children at the dining table and they're not off running and gallivanting and creating all sorts of chaos throughout the house when they're supposed to be eating. We all know how kids are, which is why there are none of them in this home. Now, the final reason I think the banquet really is coming back on trend is because people just have small spaces. A small home requires interesting, creative solutions. And the banquet, a built-in feature, can be that thing. Especially if you have a small dining area that's almost a hallway-like space, having a built-in banquet moves the dining area out of the center of the room to the side and gives you more space in that area. They can also add storage, storage under the bench, or if you do a little like a DIY hack kind of a thing, there are, like IKEA Besta units you can get to create this without having anything built in. There's storage in the front of them, and I think that's fantastic. And that is why we are going to see banquets become so much more popular and on trend for 2025. It's all about the functionality they add, and you get a really great design feature and element to incorporate into a space. Just think about it. You can add so many more pillows, fabric options to really tie in and create a cohesive color scheme in your home by using a banquet instead of just having that round dining table with chairs in a smaller space. Speaking of smaller spaces and creative ideas, this is the opportunity to get the answers to your design questions. If you are stuck, if you are struggling, or you just need a second opinion, I am at your service. You can always book a one-on-one interior design consultation with me. It's a virtual FaceTime-like call where you can show me around and I can give you the answers you need in your home. You can book a consultation with me using the link in the description box down below or going to intro.co/GarrettLeChic. And just remember the times listed are already shown in your time zone. The next trend we have to talk about that I am so excited about for 2025. Hi, Cornelius. I know everybody will be asking. Arden's here too. He's, in on the fun. Actually, he cannot let Cornelius get any attention and him not get any. Can you? Can you? Yeah, okay, you can lay right here, because we're gonna talk about the next thing. Now, the next trend we have to talk about is all about wood tones and flooring, and I think we're gonna see a lot more mid-tone wood tones used in homes and spaces. I just think it is the next wave. Like, we've seen so much of the light wood tones, of whitewashed wood tones, white oak, that we're ready for something a little bit warmer. We're looking for a little more character, and I think that's a big takeaway about what's happening design-wise in 2025. It's all about character. It's all about authenticity. And that sometimes is just what you have access to or what's already in your home. And I think that's great. A lot of people are also really loving vintage homes. Okay, that's a big thing. It's been happening for a few years now, and they tend to have this wood tone, which I think is great. It also adapts well to modern design. A mid-tone wood tone in a modern design feels natural, it feels good, and it feels warm. And that's the big takeaway. We want coziness, we want warmth, we want that authenticity, and these mid-tone wood tones have it. Also, I'm noticing thinner planked wood floors. There's a few reasons for that also. Like I said, vintage homes, they just have them. Okay, that's what we used to use when you were using like a solid wood. It wasn't a 7-inch wide plank of flooring. It was, 3 inches. I mean, I've seen it 2 inches, and that's fine too. Those are really great because there's a lot of variation and change within the graining of the wood on the floors, and I think it's wonderful. I like to see that. There's nothing wrong with the wider plank, and I think it gains so much popularity because of vinyl plank flooring. It's just wider, there's less of it to install, it goes faster, and that's great too. And if you're looking for that really streamlined design and you want that really bright, airy light thing, you know, white oak is not going anywhere. And I don't think you can make a mistake putting that into your home. It's not like, oh no, it's so dated. I just don't like it when it's whitewashed or it doesn't look like wood anymore. It's a little too almost sterile in my opinion. I would just rather see a wood tone, something that has a little bit more of a classic or historic reference point. It doesn't have to be ultra modern or super traditional either. I just find that that warmth is something we crave in our homes, and we are definitely seeing a large move towards more warm tones in wood than we are the light, bright, really whitewashed type of look. And remember, you see a lot about trends online and social media, even on YouTube, okay? I make plenty of videos about them. Just because I say something is trending and something is in, something is out, doesn't mean you have to have that in your home. This is just for fun. We're just talking, we're just expanding our horizons and discussing what's out there. So take it with a grain of salt. You do not have to replace something if it doesn't need it. If it's not bad, if it's not damaged, if it's serving you well, it doesn't have to be replaced. We can always make something work and elevate it no matter what that finished material or trend may be. Another massive trend I am noticing for 2025 that I'm very excited about is color. Actual color. I'm seeing so much color on my timelines and my feed and on social media, and I'm so excited about it. And even with my clients who I meet with, I notice that they are not scared of color. They're not just like, yeah, okay, everything is gonna be white. It's like, maybe that's a backdrop, but what are we adding in? What colors can we use? And I am so excited about it. And I also think gone is the like strategically placed pop of color. That's not what we're doing right now. We're looking for color schemes that feel natural, that flow into each other. And it's not even like matchy things. It's like, they don't all have to be the same color. It doesn't have to be repeated that often. It's like a gradient almost of like red, orange, and then red over here, and maybe there's some pink featured, and then maybe we have some brown to tie things in. Interesting color schemes, interesting. And I love that. And I'm also noticing colors on walls. People are painting interesting colors. Unexpected colors are so amazing to see in a space and in a home. I also think there's a big trend of wallpaper happening right now, and people are pulling inspiration and colors out of that. I'm so over white and beige, oatmeal energy, you know this. So I'm glad to see something different. Even if you play it safe and you're like, hey, I want things to be white and green with blue accents. That is my wheelhouse. That is what I love. That is my home. It's always been. I love that. So it feels good to me. It feels natural. But you can have so much fun with other colors too. Individuality. That's what is happening in 2025. People are getting inspired by what they like, what they enjoy, and they're bringing that into their home. So for color schemes, just focus on what works together, what feels natural. A little bit of like a muted jewel tone almost. Something with great saturation, but it's not super bright, a little darker. Those are great tones to start off with, or find a pattern you like. Maybe it's a rug, some sort of inspirational color to bring into your space. Maybe it's from a piece of artwork. Set a background and create something interesting. I love that so much. I'm so excited about what's happening in design right now, and for 2025, I'm excited about color because we've gone so many years without it. And you know, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with having white and beige. Like I said before, I actually said in a video, and everybody is commenting on that, I said oatmeal energy. I'm just tired of it. Even in this room, I have white walls. You can add color into a space with white walls and have it feel really natural and have it feel really good and beautiful. Look for a warmer tone white just to create that warmth and that softness. Warm tone lighting, of course, and now we can layer in multiple colors and different things into a space. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about it because it's something different. It's something interesting. It's personality. That's what makes me excited. I always say this. I want to walk into a space and know who lives there, find something out about that person, and you do that through personality and through color. And that's what we're going to see in 2025. Speaking of what we're going to see and what I love to see you become a part of our LeChic family by joining us, hitting that subscribe button, becoming a part of this community we are building here. We're design lovers. We talk about design twice a week. I post videos all about it as a professional interior decorator. That is what I do. And I would love to have you as a part of our LeChic family. So be sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I also would greatly appreciate it if everyone watching helped me to defeat YouTube's algorithm. By giving this video a like, it means the world to content creators like me. It helps our videos get shared out there, and there are plenty of people that need to see these videos, okay? We've all been to someone's house that needs a little bit of extra help, so be sure you give this video a like so we can save the world from bad design one home at a time. I love great design, and great design always extends into a beautiful kitchen, okay? And I make a ton of kitchen videos. They always do well for me, and I am so grateful you enjoy them. One of the biggest trends in kitchen design, it will continue on from 2024 into 2025, is the hearth, vent hood, and a kitchen. I love it. I love it so much. And people are taking a lot of inspiration from English interiors and design. And that's the reason the hearth vent hood is so popular right now. You see it all over social media, on Instagram, on the TikToks, and it's great. I love it. I absolutely adore this. And I think it looks amazing because it has a great stateliness to it. But you need a lot of kitchen to make this work. It extends past your range, and it's really built in, very customized. So there is a lot of thought that has to go into this. But I actually am very excited about it also because when you have one custom feature like this, it means you can use off-the-shelf cabinetry, and you can have the dimensions of a vent hood or, you know, a hearth hood like this customized so that you take up 100% of the extra space and everything looks completely custom and built in. And I think that is fantastic, especially in a kitchen, because they're already so expensive. Even if you do like a flat pack cabinetry that needs to be assembled, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to redo a kitchen, just appliances. Tens of thousands of dollars it could cost you in a normal home. We're not talking like the built-in refrigerator and the panel ready. We're talking about like, I'm getting it delivered tomorrow from the box, you know, appliance store. They are so expensive. So, you know, having something like this that you can add that custom feature in, but it doesn't have to mean everything is custom. It saves you money by creating something that really has a built-in feeling, that's good quality, that feels really just well thought out and planned, I think is amazing. And just because you have a smaller kitchen that won't fit a hearth style vent hood, doesn't mean you can't have something really great there, doesn't mean you can't have a custom vent hood or a surround made for one to really bring that stateliness into the space and distract. It creates a focal point outside of something like, you know, a big stainless steel refrigerator. So I think there are opportunities no matter what your kitchen looks like to do something interesting there. But it's really the inspiration that I'm super excited about. English interiors are always classic. They're always timeless, no matter what your personal style is or the architectural style of your home. Having that classic undertone of design and style really sets the mood. It sets the space, and it creates a timeless sense about it that I think everybody should be thinking about in their spaces, because that feels natural. It feels like it's timeless. It doesn't feel dated in 2 years or 3 years once the trend is over. It's always classic, and it always has those elements of classic design in it. Another big trend that I think we will continue to see from 2024 in 2025 that I'm excited about is the wall mural. And I'm not talking about like, you know, a fun little mural in your kid's bedroom. Wallpaper murals, hand-painted murals, they're usually like outdoor scenes, or you have floral murals, like those sorts of things. So amazing, so great. And I'm so excited we're seeing so many more of them because they really bring me so much joy. It's really a throwback to great craftsmanship and design and ability and talent and artistry. And that's what makes me very excited about them. So you've got a couple of really great companies. You have like the Zubair's, you have the Gracie Studio, you have De Gournay, but these are really expensive wallpaper companies that produce these hand-painted murals. And they're beautiful, but you also have alternative resources like the Mural Source, or hiring a local muralist to come into your space and create something like this for you. I think that's really wonderful. Murals, however, will formalize any space. So if you have a dining room that you're looking to formalize and add some grandeur to and create something really interesting, a mural is a great thing to consider. But I wouldn't do like, we're doing a hand-painted mural of a garden scene in the hallway. Well, that's I don't care so much for that. I think that's a little like, it reminds me of Tuscan design. But these murals that are coming back, I think, are very classic and very elegant because they have a lot of that English inspiration to them. And that is something worth considering and looking out for. A lot of these are Oriental inspired and some of them are toile inspired. I think all of that is really great. I'm very excited about it. And I like when we push boundaries, or we see something interesting, or we see something from the past brought back into present day. Bear in mind, mind with a grain of salt because, yeah, I love it and I hope we see more of it, but that doesn't mean everybody can actually access this or do this or afford this. If you have the ability to paint it on your own, I think that's really wonderful. And if you know a mural artist locally to you who could create something like this for you, I think that's a route to consider. You know, let's figure out what is that gonna take to get done in your space, but I love a good mural and I hope we see more of them in 2025. As a matter of fact, I think we will. Another trend for 2025 that I think we are going to see and I am pretty excited about is actually, you know, the hotel vibe or the inspiration. And it's not just hotels, it's iconic places and buildings, commercial places like restaurants and bars. I love to go to an iconic property. Everybody loves to have a good time, they love to travel, they love to have a great experience, and sometimes you want to bring that home because the vibes are just immaculate and you want to recreate that in your space. I think that is really exciting and we're seeing a lot of it in 2025. People are taking inspiration from iconic properties and places and bringing that into their home. Most of those places I'm seeing are the classics, however. Think the Plaza Hotel and the Polo Bar in New York City. These things are really interesting because they're kind of aligning with what's happening in fashion right now and in lifestyle, and we're seeing a draw back towards more traditional things and elements and design styles brought into people's homes. And I'm very excited about that. It just brings me so much joy to see people being creative and doing interesting things. There is also a certain level of luxury that is in those spaces, right? There's lots of layers and texture and moodiness, great lighting. Those are all things that will make your home feel really interesting and layered and thoughtful. There's also a certain level of theatricality in those spaces that people really enjoy and they love. So bringing that into your home, I think it's great. I think it's definitely something to consider and think about if you have a space that you really love. Maybe you had great memories somewhere or something wonderful happened to you. And those are the experiences people are looking to bring into their homes in thoughtful and interesting ways. Just be sure to remember that you want to take inspiration from these spaces and not create a themed space in your house, okay? We don't need to have it be like some corny thing happening there that's gonna look dated in a year. We wanna take the core elements, break them down, and reimagine them in your space to create elevated and beautiful design. Now, I do realize that not everybody is interested in the 2025 trends and you wanna do that in your house, but we can still make it something special. So be sure you check out this video right here all about elevating the ordinary home and how to do that in your space, and I will see you over there.